Welcome back to USA News Hub. Coco Gauff addresses Coach Gavin MacMillan's absence ahead of China Open. As the China Open prepares to light up Beijing's courts, Coco Gauff once again finds herself in the spotlight. The 20-year-old American, who stormed to the title last year by defeating Karolina Muchova 6-1, 6-3 in the final, returns with hopes of defending her crown. But this time, the headlines are not only about her electrifying tennis, they are about the absence of her biomechanics coach, Gavin MacMillan. MacMillan joined Gauff's team earlier this season in a move that generated major buzz across the tennis world. Known for helping Aryna Sabalenka overcome her serving struggles, the Canadian specialist was brought in to address one of Gauff's biggest challenges, her serve. Despite her explosive power and remarkable athleticism, Gauff has been plagued by inconsistency from the service line. In 2025 alone, she has played around 51 matches but already committed 347 double faults, an issue that has cost her crucial points. At the US Open earlier this year, Gauff showed signs of progress. Although she bowed out in the round of 16 to four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka, she averaged nearly 7 double faults per match, still high, but notably improved compared to earlier in the season. Her effort to steady her serve suggested that MacMillan's guidance was beginning to have an impact. So when fans noticed Gauff training in Beijing without MacMillan by her side, speculation quickly arose about whether their partnership had come to a premature end. In a pre-tournament press conference, however, Gauff dismissed the rumors. "I'm still working with Gavin, but he's not here because we started last minute, so he had other plans for this part of the year," Gauff explained. "We'll be working with each other right when I get home from here." The reigning champion also spoke candidly about the mental side of her game, admitting that the US Open tested her resilience. "It was a good learning experience. For me, it was a tough challenge mentally more so than anything, kind of losing trust in a lot of things, trying to find that again. But I really do think it gives me confidence for the future." As Gauff returns to the China Open with her trademark fire and determination, the question remains, can she defend her title without her coach by her side? Fans will be eager to see whether her evolving serve and refreshed mindset will carry her to another memorable run in Beijing. As the lights of the China Open prepare to shine on Beijing's courts, all eyes are on one of tennis' brightest stars, Coco Gauff. She won the title last year, defeating the Czech, Karolina Muchova, by 6-1, 6-3 in the final. Can she defend her title this year? Time will tell. But this time, it isn't just her blistering serves or ground strokes making headlines, it's the sudden absence of her coach, Gavin MacMillan. What happened to him, and where is he? Finally, Gauff put an end to speculations about her biomechanics coach in the pre-match press conference in Beijing. This partnership generated significant buzz during the US Open. If we take a look at Gauff's biggest problem this season, then the first thing that pops up is her serve. She has played around 51 matches this season, but has already committed 347 double faults. Looking to cut down on her double faults and find consistency in her serve, Coco Gauff hired MacMillan, a biomechanics specialist who was instrumental in solving Aryna Sabalenka's serving woes. While talking about the inclusion of MacMillan into the team, Gauff previously said, "It was, like, a very sudden decision. Gavin became available. I just felt this was the best decision for my game, and I had to go with what I was feeling. I know Gavin has had experience with this before, so I'm hoping I can just take on his knowledge and see what can happen." At the 2025 US Open, Coco Gauff got knocked out by the four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka in the R16. However, if we look at the numbers, she played 4 matches in that tournament and committed 27 double faults. There were a few moments when we saw her struggling a bit, but she showed some signs of technical improvement on her serve. But fans were surprised to see her practicing without MacMillan in Beijing, and this led to speculations about whether the two ended their partnership after only a few weeks. Putting all the speculations to rest, Gauff recently came up with a statement, saying, "I'm still working with Gavin, but he's not here because we started last minute, so he had other plans for this part of the year. We'll be working with each other right when I get home from here." She further added, "But it was a good learning experience. For me, it was a tough challenge, I think mentally more so than anything, just like, kind of losing trust in a lot of things, trying to find that in that tournament. But I really do think that it gives me confidence for the future. I mean, second week kind of having some really low moments on court. So I'm looking forward to now feeling refreshed and happy, feeling like I can trust myself all over again and see how do with this mindset." Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to USA News Hub for all the latest sports news and highlights. See you in the next one.